Okay, so we continue with the Scopus. So for Scopus, the agenda include the introductions, okay, brief introduction about Scopus, what content is in Scopus, how to search literatures, how to search authors on Scopus. So and also how to identify or how to browse what are the source titles, zero titles index in Scopus, and then how's their performance, their journal performance. Then for research excellence, actually refer to the organization search. Okay, so it's very straightforward. You can just refer to the slides. Okay, if you want to know your individual institutions publications, then you can perform the organization search. And also at the end, I will share with you how to get support or if you need any assistance in the future on using the Scopus or about anything about Scopus, and also another Elsevier resource to help you in your research. Okay, another different Elsevier resource. So we move from Science Direct full text database. Now we go to Scopus. Scopus is abstract and citation database. Okay, abstract and citation database. So Scopus is the largest abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed literature and features smart tools that allow you to track, analyze, and visualize scholarly research. Okay, so Science Direct focus, and mostly the content you find is the journal and ebook published by Elsevier. But in Scopus, we index the abstract source globally sourced from about 7,000 different publishers. Okay, so Scopus deliver over 28,000 zero titles index in Scopus. It delivers over 90 million publications or documents contributed by about 17 million authors from 95,000 affiliations across the world. And you can find also for book contents or book chapters about 300,000 index. So it's a very large content coverage database, okay, of abstract and citation. And you can use it to identify and to analyze which journal to read or submit to, help researchers manage career citation count and H index if you perform an author search. Then you can go to the author's publication profile and check their H index. You can use Scopus to decide what, where, and with whom to collaborate, track impact of research, monitor the global research trend. You can find on Scopus, we have integrate analysis tool. So you can analyze your result and straight away identify the trend. Find out what already exists in global world of research, determine how to differentiate research topics and find ideas. Okay, so the abstract index is globally sourced, including all the 7 continents, including those emerging countries. 40 different languages are covered, but the abstract and references must be in English. And the content is updated every day. So Scopus not only you use it for literature search, it also a premier source of author and organizations. So as a result, Scopus can help you understand who is researching what and where with greater accuracy. And Scopus is recognized for its excellence by 5,000 customers, including 150 leading research organizations who continue to choose Scopus for research assessment and evaluations. So every year we come across these 2 THD World University Ranking and QS World University Ranking. Okay, so both these organizations, they are using the data obtained from Scopus, the citations in Scopus in their evaluation. Okay, so QS, the citation is 20%. For THE evaluation, the citation is 30% out of the total evaluation. So for both the publication and citation data from Scopus is used in their calculation. So from the abstract index in Scopus, actually it breaks down into 4 different publication types: the journals, conferences, books, contents, and also another little number of trade publication, trade publication. And we have about 90 over million documents. 19 million of the documents are open access. Okay, 19 million of the documents is open access, and these are the number of serial titles or source title breakdown by subject. So the contents index in Scopus is globally sourced, so it's unbiased. Okay, many reputable scholarly publisher, their content is included, is indexed in Scopus as well. Okay, but none of the publication from any of these publishers is 100% index. Okay, include Elsevier. Elsevier is also don't have 100% of the journal index in Scopus. So this is just some statistic about the publications. Okay, publications were in across the world. Okay, publications words around the world. So you will find that more than 50% of it is not peer reviewed. Okay, so only about 48,000 of those active scholarly published titles are peer reviewed. And Scopus titles index on Scopus are rigorously reviewed and selected by an independent board of subject matter experts. So from those peer review, not all the peer review title is indexed in Scopus. Scopus have further carry out further selections. Okay, so these are the criteria. These are the criteria for serial titles, journal, conferences to be indexed in Scopus. So they must meet all these 5 minimum criteria. Must have peer review, English abstract, regular publications, Roman script references, publishing ethics statements, and those titles, eligible titles, are further reviewed, okay, by content selection and advisory board. So they are the independent party, third party. They are not from Elsevier. Okay, so we call them CSAB, the panel, and they will further review according to the 14 quantitative and qualitative selection criteria listed below over here. So for more information about how Scopus select the titles, you can refer to this post. The link is at the bottom of the slide. Okay, you can click this link to read more about how Scopus select the titles, and also you can contact the title suggestion at scopus.com if you have any new journals or proceeding that you like to suggest to Scopus for index. Okay, title suggestion at scopus.com. So this is our content selection and advisory board. These are the chair for each subject. We have about 17 subjects. Break down into the 17 subjects. And those subject chair, normally they have expertise in specific subject area, especially have long editorial experience. And those title index in Scopus or serial titles index in Scopus Scopus will carry out beside the selections. Beside the selections, once the title is indexed in Scopus, Scopus will still carry out re-evaluation process from time to time. So to make sure all those title indexed in Scopus still meet all the criteria, still maintain the quality. So from a recent re-evaluation carried out within these 5 years, we have about 500 over zero titles removed or stop index. Stop index. So for those of you, if you like to get your paper indexed in Scopus, you have to make sure before you submit your papers, you have to check the journals or the proceedings or the conferences that you want to publish your paper is indexed in Scopus. You have to make sure they are indexed in Scopus before you submit the papers to those journal or proceedings or to those conferences. So first, if you are totally new to Scopus, you will get more idea how Scopus can help you in your research. So these are some of the use cases how Scopus you can use your Scopus in your research. So you can use Scopus to explore or search the literature, to identify the potential collaborators, assess the quality or impact of a paper, analyze journals for reading or to target publication. You can check your author profile. If you have published paper and your paper is indexed in Scopus, and also others, if you like to check whether Scopus can help you to on certain tasks, then maybe you also can let me know in the chat box. So first, to explore the literature. So if you go to the Scopus homepage, this is how the homepage look like. So you can go back to this homepage by click the Scopus or click at the search tab. The search tab, and the search will customize straight away into this document search, author search, organization search, which is the affiliation search. And also we have add in this, I think not new. It's not new. Actually, it's quite some time, maybe already almost 2 years already. So this researcher discovery is you can search with topics that you are interested in, and then you will find the result of all the researcher who is prolific, who have published in that particular research. So for searching the literature, normally we just using the document search. So on the document search, by default, you will get one search entry over here. So on the right hand side, you can enter your search terms or keywords or topics that you want to search. And on the left hand side, you will find there is a drop down menu, and you can find under this drop down menu various search parameters or search field. There are about 26 different search fields. By default, Scopus will set your searches to this particular search field, article title, abstract keywords, instead of all search field. Instead of all field, which is too general. So it will by default set to this more specific search field so that you will get more relevant results. And if you want to search multiple keywords or terms at the same time, you can click this add search field to add additional search entry for you. For example, like this. So if you would like to increase another search entry, then you just click this plus sign again. So you will notice in between each search entry, there is a drop-down menu, and you will notice this drop-down menu is a Boolean operators, and or not. So over here in Scopus, you no need to enter these operators manually. You just select from this drop-down menu to combine your searches. And also from the Scopus search, document search, we also have basic search and advanced search. So this is a basic search. And if the advanced search, you can just click the link over here below. And the advanced search interface will look like this. Okay, so actually you will get an empty box over here. The empty box over here. So over here, I just copy paste example. Because in the advanced search, you have to build or enter your own query string. Okay, so you can perform a very detailed search by combine a lot of keywords terms that you like to search. But of course, the more detailed, more specific you search, you will get much lesser results. Okay. So over here, when you enter your own query string, you can combine your term search keywords with all these 5 different operators. And also you can set those searches to different search fields. Okay, over here in advanced search, you can search up to 64 different search fields. Just now in the basic search, the drop-down menu, you only have 26 different search fields. So the searching tips and skill is about the same with the Science Direct. Just the difference is in Scopus search, in Scopus document search, it supports this wildcard character. In Science Direct, it doesn't support this one, wildcard character, but in Scopus, it supports. So there are only two, there are these 2 wildcard characters, question mark or asterisk. Okay, so you use question mark to replace a single character anywhere in the word. Okay, only replace one character. Question mark replace one character. Then asterisk replace multiple characters anywhere in a word from 0 to more characters. Okay, 0 characters, 1 character, 2 characters, and more. Asterisk. And over here we have an example. Okay, the basic search. So we search on this sustainable development. Then we will get the search results. So on the search Scopus search result page, you will get to know the number of results found. And on the left-hand side, this is how you can narrow down or filter your results. And you will find that there are more categories for you to filter your results. Okay, so you can just click each of these categories, and you can just check whatever area that you are interested in. You can select more than one category at the same time, and you limit your result to or exclude your result out. Then beside these filters, you will notice on top over here, there is another search tools. Okay, so this is for you to, this over here in Scopus search result, it allows you to perform a secondary search. Okay, so you can enter additional terms or keywords, okay, related to your primary search. So it will search for these additional terms or keywords within this number of result found. Okay, within this number of result found. So it's a secondary search. It will help you to search in more detail to that particular topics. And on your results, okay, on the right-hand side, so you can perform these features by batch. Okay, you can perform this feature by batch, export, download, and there are another 4 features hide under the more, okay, or group under the more, like save to list, view cited by, email features. And by default, your Scopus search result actually is sorted by date. In Scopus, search result is sorted by date by default. But you can click the drop-down menu. You can click the drop-down menu to change to other sorting option, and you can find more options for you to sort your results compared to the Science Direct. And since Scopus is also a citation database, So each of your results or each of these documents, you will get to know their citation straight away. Okay, at the most right-hand side, the citation. So in this screenshot, I sort the result according to the citation, highest to the lowest, the most cited to the least cited. So I get to know for this particular research which is the most cited documents. And same, you will get to find there is a link quickly to access you to the abstract. Okay, so you can just click the abstract link below the documents to get more idea whether the articles is relevant or not to what you want to search. And over here, you will notice like document number 1, okay, next to the type of documents, okay, type of documents, the first have an open access, second no, third got open access, number 4 also got an open access. So you only can find the remarks open access. So you will get to know this particular document is open access. But those not open access one, then you will not sure whether your library have subscribed or not to that particular articles. Okay, so you have to check view at publisher if you like. Okay, so because abstract index in Scopus sourced from about 7,000 different publishers. Okay, so when you open view at publisher, Scopus will open up this particular document from the publisher side. Okay, from the publisher side. So you can check from the publisher side whether your library has subscribed to that particular articles or not by go to click the PDF or go to check where is the full text link and click and check whether the file open or not for you. Whether you can get the full article open up for you to read. Then if you click at the individual article title or document titles, it will open up the articles for you. And you will only get to view the article information, author information, and the affiliation. Then the abstract. Then below the abstract, if there is a keyword assigned by the author, then you can find the keywords. Okay, and then it will follow by the list of the references. Okay, because it's an abstract database, so it won't display full article for you, no matter it's open access or subscribed by your library. It only will display abstract and references. And on the right-hand side, again, you will find the citing documents, okay, other documents in that in Scopus which have cited this particular document. So you can find the list over here. You can open the entire links, entire citing documents by click this link below. And also the related documents, which is in Science Direct we call recommended articles. Okay, so you can take time to go through this list of related documents. You may find some additional related literature. And also scroll down if these articles have impact on this Plum X matrix, then you will get to view. It's well. So in the middle, so at metric, also
Hello, Miss. We can hear your voice.
Can you hear my voice now?
Okay, clear. Now, we hear your voice.
I thought I have unmute. Sorry, I not noticed just now. I haven't unmute my. So we continue. So actually, when you open the individual articles, in this HTML format, so over here there is a matrix. So this matrix, it will display how many citation this article obtained, or how many documents have cite this particular document that you have opened. Okay, and from the citation count, it will automatically calculate the FWCI. So you will notice FWCI, there is a question mark over there, right? So when you click on the question mark, you will get a brief information or description about what is this FWCI. Okay, so it's an article level matrix called field weighted citation impact. Then it will also tell you view count, how many view count, and you can click this link to view the full article matrix module. Okay, so for this particular document that we opened just now, so from this FWCI actually it show, okay, this FWCI will show how well this document is cited when compared to similar articles of the same age and same type. And there is a raw average value. Okay? The average value is 1. So when you open and find an article where the FWCI value is above 1, then you will get the idea that particular documents have is highly cited than the average similar paper. If the value is below 1, then it's less cited than the average. And besides this, you also can find this PALM-X matrix. Okay? So you will get to learn more about this PALM-X matrix in the next 2 slides. So PALM-X matrix actually is an alternative matrix to measure impact of individual article. So we call it article level. Okay, article level matrix, and it will measure the impact according to 5 categories. Okay, 5 different categories: usage, captures, citation, social media, mention. Usage, this PALM-X matrix for usage impact, actually it will partner with the EBSCO, okay, another database called EBSCO. So only those documents indexed in EBSCO, then you will get their usage count. Okay, like science direct, most of the science direct document is not indexed in the EBSCO, so you can't get when you go to check their documents metrics, article level metrics on science direct, normally you won't find the usage category. Maybe you can find captures, social media. Okay, so the PALM-X matrix actually represent with this PALM print. Okay, PALM print. So the PALM print is dynamic. Each circle in the PALM print represent the matrix in the associated category by colors. So 5 categories, so you have 5 circles with different colors. So the larger the circle, the more matrix or the more impact in that particular categories. So for literature, normally these are some of the common features that you were using. Either after you filter your results, you will go to download those relevant literature, or you will go to export, okay, out those references to your reference manager. So for the first features, export. So all these features in Scopus search result page, you can perform it by batch. Okay, you can perform it by batch. For the citation, when you click on the export, you can choose whether you like to export by the file types, or you would like to export by the reference manager that you are using. Okay, so if you have used any of these reference manager, which is available over here, then you can just select straight away, and it will save those references or those selected documents straight away to your reference manager. But if the reference manager that you are using is not available on these options, then you just check which file type your reference manager support. Then you can just export according to the file types. This CSV is a spreadsheet file type. And over here, just to introduce, if you are new to Mendeley, okay, because Mendeley is also owned by Elsevier, and it's offer a free plan where you can use it for free, get a 2 gig storage to store your literature references. You can also find the citation styles. Okay. And for download, okay, even though Scopus is not a full text database, okay, but if the documents is open access, or if the documents in Scopus is subscribed by your library, you may download the PDF from Scopus. Okay, but depends because there are copyright issue. Contents in Scopus is obtained from source from about 7,000 different publishers. Even though those documents is open access or subscribed by your library, some publishers they not they would like you to download the full documents of the PDF from the publisher site. So you may not get to download the PDF from Scopus. Okay. And for your information, per batch of download maximum is 50 documents or 50 PDF. And if you are first time download documents from Scopus platform or from this Scopus database, you will receive, after you select the documents and go to click download, you will receive a message from us asking you to download an extension. Okay, so you need to add the extension to your browser before you can start. Before this download feature will help you to download the document by batch. So you just follow the instructions to add the extension or download the extension first. Okay, just one-time download. You need to add the extension one time only. Then after that, you just click download and it will work for you. Okay, just for the first time. Then you can check your status of your download at the bottom of the left-hand side. Then you can check some of the documents downloaded, some of the documents not downloaded. So those documents, if not downloaded, I would suggest you to view the details or view the summary. Normally, it will provide you the link to chat with publisher. Same like this one, view a publisher. So it will open up the articles for you on the publisher side, and you further check, double check whether you have the access to that particular articles or not from the publisher side. And also you can check if any document downloaded, you can check on top of your browser. On top of your browser, at the extensions, there is one icon for download. Okay, so if there is any documents downloaded, then you will find under that particular extension. And all those PDF which can be downloaded, which has successfully downloaded, you can find those PDF appear in your PC or in your laptop download folder. Okay, download folder. And also, it also have this customized feature to help you stay up to date on the new documents, any new documents added to Scopus in the future for the area, for the for the searches that you are interested in, or for the topics that you are interested in. Okay, so over here, this icon is appear on the left-hand side over here. Okay, set search alert. So in Scopus, you have more frequency. Okay, for you to select how frequent Scopus monitor the new paper. There are 3 options: daily, weekly, and monthly. Just now in Science I read only weekly, monthly, but in Scopus you also can monitor daily. In Scopus, this analyzed result only available in this Scopus. Just now in Science I read you don't have this. So this analyzed result in your Scopus search result page is appear on the right-hand side over here. Icon like the chart, okay, like icon, the chart icon. So you just click at analyze. So actually when you analyze the result, it will summarize, okay, it will summarize this number of documents search, or it will summarize your search results on the chart format. So you can visualize, okay, you can visualize the summary of your search. So when it analyzes the result, it will analyze according to 8 different categories. Okay, so soft category is one of it, one out of the 8. So if you refer to the soft category, you will get to identify which serial titles or which sources indexed in Scopus have published the most number of papers for that particular research on this sustainable development. Okay, so if you are working on this same research area, then you will you can refer to this top 5, or you can extend to the top 10. Then you can check individual titles and go to compare their performance and so on, and then only make decision which one you want to publish your papers. Okay, so you can refer to this source category for targeted publication. Then if you scroll down, you can go to access to other categories like the years category. You can identify straight away your research area is in the growing trend or is in the declining trend. Then you can, if you refer to the authors, you can identify who is the most prolific authors for this research of sustainable developments. Okay, so you can identify the authors who have published the most number of papers. Then you can invite them to, if you are working on the same research area, then you can invite them to be your paper peer reviewer or to be your collaborators. You can identify the most active affiliation in that particular research, and also by country, okay, also by document, also by the document types and so on, all together 8 different categories. So you can refer to this exercise later on. You can try to check to use this as an exercise to help you. You can check whether you understand how to get the answer for this. Actually, this exercise only based on one search, which is on this literature on hybrid nanofluid. Okay, this is the keyword, and you notice I have enclosed it with quotation mark, okay, or the inverted comma. So I will let you to search as a specific phrase. Okay, then I will let you to focus your result to only those affiliated to Malaysia, country Malaysia. So then from these results, then you can identify by using analyzed results. Then you can identify who is the most prolific authors. Then you need to use the sorting to sort your result. Okay, then you will get to know the highest cited or the most cited paper, which is the most cited paper, and how many citations that particular paper obtained. And also, again, you can refer to the source, analyze result. You go to the source category, then you get to know the top 3 sources that publish the most number of paper for this particular results. So maybe we go to quickly to this live Scopus. Is about hybrid nanofluid, right? Hybrid nanofluid. So this is overall the result we obtained. Okay, then we just want to limit it to the country affiliated to Malaysia. So we just find, oh, Malaysia is on the top, the number 4. If you can't find the country that you like, right, to limit to, then you can actually sort by alphabetical orders. Okay, because by default you will always sort according to the number of results. Okay, the highest result on top. Since for this we get to find Malaysia straight away, then we can just select and limit the result to. Okay, it will reduce to this. So if you open any of this, you will definitely find at least one of the authors must affiliated to the Malaysia. Okay. So for question number 1 is about the prolific authors. Okay, so we just click at the analyze results. So we go to analyze by authors. Go to analyze by authors. Okay, so you can check. It happened the most prolific author is not from Malaysia. This from don't know which country. Okay, so for Malaysia, this is the most prolific from UTeM. Okay, from UTeM. Then for the second question is about the citation obtained by the top cited or highest cited document. So I will go to change the sorting to from the by default the newest state to highest by cited by highest. Okay, cited by highest. So cited by highest. Okay, the citation is 389. Okay, 389. Then again, I go to analyze the result for the third question, which is about the top three journals or top 3 titles that publish the most number of paper for this hybrid nanofluids affiliated to Malaysia. So I will go to the source category. So these are the top 1, which published 61 paper. Then this is the second 48. This is the third 38. This one, and this one. So these 3. Then we go to the author search. So for author search, even though under the document search, from the drop-down menus, the search parameter, you also can find the authors, okay, search by authors, but it would be more appropriate if you want to search for a specific authors, okay? So you change from documents, you go to select the authors, okay? When you search for authors, there are 3 options. So if you search by keywords, then you will get the same as you search under researcher discovery because you search by the topics or keywords. Okay. So if you search by author's name, compulsory, you have to provide the author last name. Okay, author last name. And author last name is on the left-hand side. Initial or the first name on the right-hand side over here. And you will notice there is another option which is ORCID or ORCID ID number. You can search with ORCID ID number, but you have to make sure if you want to search with the ORCID ID number, you have to make sure the researcher or the authors that you want to search already connect the ORCID with Scopus. If the author haven't set up the connections, then you enter the ORCID ID number, you won't get any results because there is no connection yet. So if you're not sure whether the researcher authors that you want to search already connect the ORCID to Scopus or not, then you're just using the name. Okay, search with name. And if you find the name that the authors you want to search is too general, okay, too general, you can click the Add Affiliation. So it will appear a search box over here, and you can just enter the affiliation name of this researcher or authors that you want to search. So it will help you to narrow down, okay, to narrow down the search results to the affiliations that you enter. Based from the author's search results, then you will find that you can refine your result according to the affiliation, according to the city, and also the country. Okay, and from here, if you already identify who is the authors that you want to search, then you just click at the name, okay, at this author's name, and it will bring you to this author's publication profile. Okay, so over here in this author's publication profile, you will get to know their affiliation, their Scopus ID, and this, the green circle actually is the ORCID, okay, ORCID, the ORCID. So over here, we get to know this author ORCID ID is this one, and there is a link, okay? There is a link means, and there is an ID number, and there is a link means that this author already have the ORCID connect with Scopus, okay? So you can click the link, and it will bring you straight away to this particular author ORCID account. You can view all the information on this author's ORCID account. And over here, this is the summary of all these authors' publication index in the Scopus, a 142. And from this 142 paper index, it has obtained this much number of citation and the H index as of yesterday. Okay, so this is what the screenshot is obtained yesterday. And this below, it will display the list of all the 142 documents over here. It will display below over here. And this edit profile is where if you want to request Scopus for any correction on this individual author profile, then you have to submit the request using this edit profile. And from this list of the document published, okay, you can also sort accordingly. And it also will summarize the work of these authors in the chart format. Okay, in the chart format, how many documents published every year by years, and also the citation obtained by years. And besides that, if you scroll down, you also get to know the author position. Okay, some they were concerned about whether most of this publication by this author, is it this author is the first author, last author, or co-authors, or single author. Okay, so you can find this information by just scroll down a bit. And also over here, there is a impact. Okay, next to the documents, there is an impact. If you click at the impact, it will display from this 100 over 142 document published by this researcher or author, how many of the documents met the SDG, okay, Sustainable Development Goal. Okay, so you will find the impact by SDG over here. And also when you scroll down, you will find the impact, like the collaborations, international collaborations, okay, academic corporate collaborations. All these actually will take into evaluation by those THE QS World University ranking. Okay, and then this is also by documents in the top citation percentile, in the top 25% journals. Okay, top citation percentile also refer to the top 25%. And average 142 documents, the average FWCI is 1.91. Okay, so means that average most of these all these authors publication normally is highly cited than the similar papers. Okay. And just now, on top of this author's profile, there is a H index, right? So under the H index, you will find there is a hyperlink H graph. So when you click the H graph, then it will bring you to this particular page, bring you to this particular chart or graph. So it will show you how this H index been determined. Actually, this H index actually there is no formula to calculate. Okay, the calculation is at the back end, but there is a definition. Once you understand the definition, then you will get to know why your H index is higher or lower compared to your colleagues who are working in the same research area or compared to the peer. Okay, so the H index value is also dynamic. Okay, it also dynamic. Normally, it will grow with years. Okay, H index is the highest number of papers a scientist has that have at least that number of citation. Okay, so as of yesterday, the H index for this researcher from UTeM is 25 because the researcher have 25 documents because this is in the descending trend. Okay, it's a descending trend, the highest citation to the least citation. So the first 25 documents have at least 25 citation each. Okay, so some above over here maybe have 30, 50, 60 citation. Okay, so the H index for this researcher will grow from 25 to 26 when documents number 26 and this 23, 24, 25 all have to receive another citation to when this author have 26 documents which have at least 26 citation each, then the H index will change from 25 to 26 or will grow from 25 to 26. So actually it's quite tough. It's very challenging to get a very high H index value. And H index actually is very emphasized on both the productions and quality. That means you need to continue to publish your papers index in this citation database. And all your papers must be cited, must have citation. If you publish a lot of papers index in Scopus, but nobody cite, or only 2 citation, 3 citation, 0 citation, 1 citation, then your H index cannot grow. Okay. And if you scroll down from the H graph, you also can find other analyze tools like documents, breakdown by documents, and the list of co-authors. And here is an example. If you like to request any correction for this particular researcher, for this particular author's profile, then you have to use the edit profile. And if you want to use this edit profile, you definitely have to sign in. Okay, have to sign in to your Scopus with your Elsevier account. Okay, so Elsevier have developed various research platforms, Science Direct, okay, Novel, clinical key, okay, we access Scopus. Okay, so you just need to register for one Elsevier account, and you can use the same Elsevier account to if you manage to access, if you likely have subscribed to those various Elsevier platform, then you can use the same account to unlock those customized features, personalized features on those Elsevier platform. Okay, you just use the same account. So you must sign in before you can proceed. Okay, so it will ask you whether you want to request a correction by yourself or on behalf. Okay, then after that, you just need to start to review. Okay, so these are the 4 categories you need to review the information. First, you just review the names and your reasons, organization or affiliations. Then after that, you can review the list of documents. Okay, so you just take time to go through the list. If this document is not written by you, but written by another researcher who have a similar name with you, then you can just remove. And also at the end, you will find this one. So if you're very confident, because from your publication record that you have kept, you're very confident you still have 3 more papers indexed in Scopus, okay? But it's not appear under this name profile, okay? So you can just actually click this, search for missing documents. Then you will have one search tool prompt up, okay? You just type in the article title which is missing and you search. So one time you search for one missing document. If you have 3 missing, you have to repeat this step 3 times. So it is indexed in Scopus. Definitely you can find that particular article appear. Okay, once it appears, then you just add the articles to this profile. After that, you go to review other categories. After that, you submit. Okay, so after submit, you have to wait. You don't expect you submit today, tomorrow you will get your profile correction done. Okay, it will take it will take times from 7 working days to 21 working days. Okay, to get your corrections on your publication profile. And another one is sometimes when you search with author's name, you will find it from the search result in author number 1, author number 4, or author number 5, you're very confident they are the same person, okay? Because you check their, you find they are from the same affiliation, or maybe you recognize this author have previously worked with that affiliations, okay? If you're very confident, number 1, number 4, they are the same person or same authors, then you just select, tick, and then go to request to merge. When you request to merge, it will prompt you to the same wizard. We call it author wizard. Okay, so you just follow the same steps to request the correction or to request to merge the profile into one profile. Another way is you can use this author feedback wizard, which is available on this URL, or you just click on this link, and it will look like this. The author feedback wizard homepage will look like this. You will only have one search entry for last name and first name. This is I add by click this add name variants. Okay. So this is especially useful or helpful, especially if the researcher or authors have different last name. Okay, have different last name. So by using this author feedback wizard, you just enter any different name style that you have used to publish. Okay, you just add all. Then after that, you go to search, and from the list of all the researchers with that similar name style, you just go to select, identify if they are the same researchers. Then again, you go to merge the authors, okay, and follow all the steps required. So for researcher, especially the active researcher, definitely you get to know these are very common question for the researcher because of the name ambiguity, because there are too many researchers who have the similar name or the same authors or researcher but using different name style to publish. So both scenario will result when you search for a specific authors in these online databases, you will get the authors spread into 2, 3, or more researchers. Okay, you can't get the authors to group all the publication in the single profile. Okay, so one of the solution is Scopus also have integrate this ORCID. Okay, in the ORCID. So when you search for author search just now, one of the option is you can search based on the ORCID. So if you are new to ORCID, ORCID actually is an original researcher contributor ID, just quite similar with the ResearchGate. Okay, so we are encourage authors to register or create an ORCID account, so they will receive a unique ID number, okay, which can help to distinguish you from every other researchers. So if you'd like to know more about the ORCID, you can go to the ORCID official website, or you can find the frequently asked question about this ORCID. And you can also register or create an ORCID account straight away from the Scopus profile over here. Okay, or you already have the ORCID, you just haven't linked or connect your ORCID to Scopus. You can do it also same over here by click this connect to ORCID. Okay, so this UTeM researcher will find it on the Scopus profile or Scopus author details page. We find there is no link with the ORCID or no ORCID information. So you can just click this link. So if this author haven't have an ORCID account, then he can click the register, fill in all the information and register for an ORCID account. Okay. If the author already have an ORCID account, just not linked yet to the Scopus, then he can skip this register. Then he can just straight away sign into the ORCID account. Okay. Normally, if you register your ORCID account but haven't linked to Scopus, means that you're not often using this ORCID account as well. So maybe you will forget the password. So you can just click this link to reset your password to your ORCID account. Okay. So once you sign into your ORCID account, you just click at the authorize. You give authorizations for Scopus to access your ORCID account. Then after that, you have to go through all these steps. It's quite similar with edit profile, okay, request corrections. So you have to go through all these steps before you complete setting up the connections, okay? So once you have connect your ORCID with Scopus, so in the future, if you have added any new publications to your ORCID account, and if some of those publication is indexed in Scopus, now Scopus will group the new publication into the correct author profile, because now Scopus can recognize the authors correctly according to the author's unique ORCID ID number. Okay, because each researcher will have a unique ID number, even though they have a similar name, same name style or what. Okay. So for authors, because this ORCID is your own account, so you are the only one who can change or manage anything on your ORCID account. So you don't register and then ignore or neglect your account. You just remember from time to time update your ORCID account so that it's always up to date. And this researcher discovery is also straightforward. You just refer to here to the slide. Okay, so it's allow researcher to search a specific expertise or expertise of that particular research based on the topics or keyword that they are interested in. And the result, it will display all the researcher over here. Okay, and the number of paper published, their H index, okay, number matching papers, So means that for this particular researcher, out of 106 publication index in Scopus, only 49 paper of it is about this circular economy. Then you can preview the profile of these authors over here. There is a box prompt up on the right hand side. And for this part is you will get to know how to identify serial titles, whether serial titles or proceedings or book chapter, is it indexed or not in Scopus. Okay, so before we go to that, we just take a look on this and the next slide about the research metrics. Okay, so you will find that across the Scopus database, there is a basket of metrics. So we have an article level metrics. Just now for author search, we have an author level metrics. Okay. So for article level metrics, we have FWCI, we have time as metrics. For author search, just now we have a H index. Okay. So later on, when we go to check on the journals or serial titles, we have the journal level metrics. Okay. So how to use this basket of metrics actually depends on your purpose. Okay, depend on your purpose. So for those who want to check, okay, the journals or the conferences that you want to publish your paper, is it indexed or not in Scopus? So you can go to the sources. Okay, you can go to the sources. You not go to the search, you go to the second tab, the sources. So under the sources, it will bring you to this page. Okay, it will bring you to this page. So you can browse. You can browse by subject area, or you can check for a specific. You can check for the specific journal title. You can check by the specific titles, or you can check by the publisher or our ISSN number. We go to the live Scopus. Okay, so just go to the sources. Okay, we go to the sources. So you can check by subject area. If you select subject area, you just click over here on the right hand side. You can find all the category display. Okay, you can select more than one category. Limit your result to. Okay, apply. Then it will limit the result to these two categories. Okay, the list of the journals, proceedings, conferences, index in Scopus. Then you also can search by a specific publisher, or by the ISSN serial number, or you can check by the specific journal title, the proceeding titles, or the book titles. Okay. Then you also can filter by whether it's open access or whether it's according to their performance. Okay, the highest top 10%, the top 10%, the first quarter, second, third quarter, fourth quarter, or by the type of sources. Okay, by the type of sources. So in Scopus, we not categorize or classify our titles, serial titles into Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay, we will just say first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, and according to their citation. set score percentile. Okay, it's according to their set score percentile for respective subject category. Okay, so over here on the right hand side, you will get to find the individual titles, their set score value, their highest percentile, their citation for this 4-year documents published in the same 4 year. Because the set score, there is a formula to calculate. The formula is the citation within the same 4 year divided by the document published within the same 4 year. Okay, then percent cited. Next, you will find another 2 different journal metrics, NIC value, and then the SJR value, and then the publisher name. Okay, the publisher name. And you will find that on top over here, there is a download Scopus soft list. Some of you maybe would like to download the list of the titles indexed in Scopus, okay, for offline checking or what, okay? So you can keep the list, but please bear in mind the list will be updated every month, okay? The list will be updated every month. So over here, when you click, when you want to download the list, you just click this one, okay? Download the Scopus sources title list. It will download the list for you in the Microsoft Excel. Okay, it's in the spreadsheet format. So from the Microsoft Excel, you will get to know, once you open up, you will get to know whether this particular title is actively indexed or already discontinued stock index. Okay, and also below this also on this Excel format, there is a different sheet or different tab. So there are 2 tabs is very important. One is if you are downloaded the latest version, okay, the latest list, you will get to know the most recent discontinued titles and then the newly accepted titles. Okay, so those titles, serial titles, just newly accepted by to be indexed in Scopus, maybe they haven't appeared yet in these sources. Okay, they haven't appeared yet. They just newly accepted. Okay, but you can start to submit your papers to them because they already indexed. They just newly indexed. Okay, so of course you submit your papers. Your paper will take some time, maybe fast 3 months, 6 months, or sometimes longer 1 year. Then only you get to know whether your paper published or not. Okay, so by that time, then when your paper published, then you will get your paper appear in Scopus. Okay, because the title, the journal or the proceeding conferences that you submit is indexed. Okay, is already indexed. And if you go to any of these journal, you just click at the titles. Okay, you just click at the title of the serial type of the source. Then you will get to know their coverage year, their publisher, their subject area that they publish, and you will get to know their 3 journal metrics value over here for the latest. And in the middle, we will focus on the site score because site score is the metrics developed by Scopus. So you can check their previous year if they have any previous, if they already launched time index in Scopus. And you can validate why the value is 82.4. Okay, because this journal in these 4 years, 2021 to 24, they published 1174 documents. And from this 1174 document published, at the same 4 year, they receive about this much number of citation. Okay, so the value is this one. So every year's one, we cut off or we fix the annual site score value. We will give you the tracker. Okay, and the value of this tracker will be updated every month. Okay, will be updated every month. And below you can find the percentile breakdown by the subject category. Percentile breakdown by the subject category. And also over here, next to site score, this is the site score, rank, and trend. So you get to know for this subject category, which one is a top one titles, which one you can find the ranking of the titles breakdown by the subject area, by the subject category. And you can also check another way for you to check whether the journal is sick or whether this particular sources is it still indexed in Scopus or not, by going to the Scopus content coverage to check whether the latest publication already indexed in Scopus. Okay, so you are very confident. Now it's June. Okay, now it's June 2025. So from here, they already have 400 documents indexed. So this one is very confident. They are still indexed. Okay, they are still indexed. If you open one source detail page, you go to check at the content coverage. If you only find they publish and they only have documents indexed until 2024, but now already June. But of course, some smaller publisher or individual institution publisher, maybe they will have some time lag. Okay, some time lag. So maybe they already your paper is accepted to be published in 2025, but it's not appear yet in Scopus. Then you the latest you check is until 2024. Then you can actually contact the Scopus support, okay, Scopus support to verify, okay, whether is it because due to the time lag to index or because it already stopped index, okay. And also you will notice on this particular source detail page, there is one features on the most right-hand side, on top of the most right-hand side, called compare sources. So these compare sources, actually there is a functions over here. So actually there is a chart which allows you to compare up to 10 serial titles or source title, so that it will help you to identify. Maybe you have for your research area, you have come across 3 very renowned titles for your research area, and you consider to publish your papers to one of these 3 journals. You're just not sure from these 3 which one have a higher performance, which one have a lower performance. So you want to check their performance. So you can use these compare sources to help you, because at one comparison you can compare up to 10 sources. Okay, so you can just select how you want to search for the titles that you want to compare. Okay, so if this is something about if there is another 2 source titles that you want to compare, is also something with name and medicine. Okay, so you can just type in the name of the titles that you want to compare. Okay, so maybe after you search, okay, so you find the title that you want to compare appear over here. So you just tick the box. Okay, so you just select the box. Then it will automatically add another line over here. So straight away you can identify all this nature medicine is higher than these advances. Okay, so not only this site score chart, you also can find other chart like SJR metrics across the year. Same for SJR, also the blue, this is higher than the red color. NIC also the same. Then the total citation across the year by years. So you get to know those have a higher performance also have more citation. and document published by year. Then percent not cited. Percent reviewed articles. Okay, so you will get all these in the same comparisons. So this is how it looks like now when you open this list of Scopus index titles in the Microsoft Excel form from the Microsoft Excel after you download. The list is updated every month, yeah. So these are some description, brief description or information about these 3 journal metrics. Okay. So no a single metrics fair enough lah. Okay, so we incorporate 3 journal metrics so that it can complement each other. Okay, you can refer to the 3 and come up with the best measurements. And this is the methodology for the site score. Already, because we already released the 2024, the latest is 2024. This is the 2024 methodology. Okay, this is how just now to compare the sources. And this is to search for organizations. So if you are librarians or if you are staff in your research management center in your institutions, then your job maybe is to report to the top management about your institution publication. So you can search your institution publication using the organization search. Then once it will bring you to your institution publication details page. So straight away it will display the summaries breakdown by documents. Okay, so the documents will break down into the subject area, either in the tabulated format on the left-hand side or in the chart format on the right-hand side. It's also breakdown by documents, so you can identify straight away which subject area have contributed the most number of papers for your institution. And this is the list of all the publication or documents affiliated to your institution, and this is the list of author. So you just click the link, then it will bring you to, it will display all the documents for you. And same with the authors, individual authors for organizations or affiliation, you also can check the impact according. It's straight away, it's not called impact, it's straight away, it's SDG. Okay, SDGs. So you get to know your institution, how many of your researcher works or how many of your institution publication met those 17 goals. Okay, all together have 17 SDG goals. And this is, you can display all the list of your institution publication, and you can analyze straight away. Okay, you can analyze straight away, identify who is the most prolific author, or you can identify the trend of your institution publications. Okay, these are some of the categories available on this analyze search results. And this is the list of authors. Of course, this is not all the UTeM authors. Some is only the co-author of your UTeM researchers. Okay, so you can identify from the affiliation over here. So if you need any support or assistance on Scopus, you can just scroll down from the Scopus homepage. Okay, Scopus page, you just scroll. Scopus homepage, you just scroll down to the bottom, you will find at the right-hand side, there is a help, tutorials, and contact us. Okay, the help, if you click at the help, is about the same like the support center. The support center on the Science Direct file, you can enter your question, and you can also check, find the top 10 frequently asked questions. While the tutorial is, you can find some short interactive tutorial where you can watch. Okay, so it will break down by features like search document, author search, organization search. Okay, So it will break down and it very short, only a few minutes. Okay, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, like that you can watch. Then contact us. You can find there are a few options. You can email. Then there is a virtual chat agent or chat bot. Okay, and also you can phone call. Okay, if you want real-time support. And you also can follow our blog to follow our newsletters. You can use any email address to subscribe the blog. And you also can find the blog. There are webinars. So our Scopus product specialists in US, from time to time, they will conduct training on Scopus, how to make use of Scopus for different purposes, how to know more about the metrics in Scopus. Okay, so you can watch the webinar. You just need to register a BrightTalk account, because those training, those webinar is uploaded to this BrightTalk. Is not uploaded to the YouTube. It's uploaded to BrightTalk. So you can register this BrightTalk account for free. Okay, then you can find the tips and tricks, and any product new release you also can find from the blog. You also can follow the Twitter. And also you can refer to the lead guides. Okay, the lead guides also break down by document search, author search, okay, affiliation search, metrics. Okay, you can also learn from here, refresh. And the additional resources that I would like to share with you is about this Elsevier Researcher Academy. Okay, this is the URL. And Elsevier developed this Researcher Academy. The purpose is to help early career researcher, especially those who are new to writing and publishing, okay, so they can watch and learn anytime, okay, because this is a free e-learning portal, okay, or free online platform which takes the researcher through the different phase of the research cycle. So when you are just start your research, you can refer to the research preparation. You will find some online courses or training modules about how to apply for grants. Okay, then you will find some courses across the different phase, like how to write good scientific paper, then familiar with the publication process, the peer review process. Even though for those researchers who have published paper, you also can learn how to promote your papers using those social media for more visibility for your papers and so on. Okay, so these are some of the examples of the courses that we have on this Researcher Academy. Okay, so if you need to sign in to those courses, you can use the same Elsevier account that you registered. Okay, so that's all for the Scopus training sections. So any questions, you can just ask, or you can just enter in the chat box. And I would like to seek your cooperation to feedback for both these Scopus and Science Direct sessions using this online feedback survey form from Microsoft Office, or you can scan this QR code, And I will also share this URL in the chat box. Okay, we'll go to open this. When you open the form, it will look like this.
Okay, Miss, we have a question.
Yeah.
From in the comment section from Dr. Ahmed Jamal.
In the comment section, so later I will go to the comment section now. Okay, over here. Okay, SJR is SciMago General Rank. Their raw data is obtained from Scopus. Their raw data is obtained from Scopus. So how they use the raw data to calculate? Maybe the methodology is different with the Scopus. Okay, so actually SJR is not part of Scopus. They only use the Scopus data in their calculation. Okay. So over here, I paste a link to the online feedback survey form. Any other questions? If you are totally new to Scopus, I hope you can use this more often because you can use it in any phase of your research, either early to explore the literature, to search for literature, or in the middle where you already conduct some experiment or conduct some survey and collect enough result or data to publish paper. Then you can come to Scopus to check which journal conference proceeding is indexed, or maybe to double check whether the journal you plan to publish is it indexed or not first in Scopus. Because if you want your papers to get indexed in Scopus, you have to make sure the journal or proceeding that you publish is indexed. Okay. And then for those who already have paper published, okay, you can also go to Scopus to check your publication profile, okay, to perform an author search. And if you have any correction you want to request, then you just use the edit profile features in the author's detail page. Any questions? Any other questions? I would like to thank all of you for joining both the Science Direct and Scopus sessions. I would like to thank for all your attention as well.